Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Aziz Drives. We are at an incredibly beautiful location in Andermatt and I'm driving a very special car, which used to be a normal BMW M140i with the B58 engine, so it had 340 horsepower, etc. A very good daily car, very good car for driving on corners, driving a little bit faster. But today we have an BMW M140i that has been tuned to the absolute max. Engine and exterior has been completely rebuilt. He bought the car for around 40k and invested about 40,000 in an additional tuning. So what we have today is a car that is able to produce around 500 horsepower. So we still have the B58 engine, but tuned with MHD. It has an Eventuri intake, it has an aluminum intake, it has a Venturi air filter, it has the high pressure fuel pump of the Supra, it has a stage 2 map from the MHD tuner, and it has a Bullix exhaust system. It has been lowered, it has been widened, it has a M2 side skirt, it has an M2 back bumper, it has the front of an M2, it has the M2 mirrors left and right, so a lot of things have been done and we're here to find out how this car goes. So by the way, we have very good tires, Michelin Pilot Super Sport 285 in the back. This is a rear-wheel drive car only and it's pre-OPF, which means we have incredible sound. And as you can see, I'm shifting myself, which means it's going to be a lot of fun. So what is also very interesting is the anti-lag. So what we're able to do is we can spool the turbo to turn up the bar in the turbochargers and then release it so we have more boost. So the car has been massively rebuilt. It's crazy. Make sure to check out the exterior and interior review of this car. Link in the description because it looks absolutely ridiculous. It's so crazy how they build it. It's really crazy. New downpipes, HJS, just sick. It's sick, okay? And let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so now we are in comfort mode. The car is pretty loud. It's really not that bad, but what I will do now is I will put it into Sport Plus. What happens? I have more power now, I have more boost. Let me show you what I mean. And I have the pops and bangs. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to push it a little bit harder and I'm going to show you the first thing, which I call the nitrous button, which is this turbo spooling mode. So let's say I'm in second gear at 4,000 RPMs. I press this button, I push one bar. Yeah! Holy shit! So it builds up the bar to about what? It builds up the turbo spinning. It spins the turbo more to about 1 bar, 1.2, depending on where you want to release it. Then you just release the button and you go off. It's literally crazy what they have done. It's really crazy. Let me open the window for you so you can hear that. Okay. It's so crazy, man. And it's a very good build-up. It is such a good build-up. You can drive it so fast around corners. Listen to that now. Such a great build. Shots fired, bruv. What I like though is how beautiful this car handles, really. So good tires. A beautiful power output. You can drive pretty fast around those corners. It really holds you tight into the seat. It is very good. The shifts are so precise. It's just a brilliant experience to drive it around those corners. The power output is very nice, and the B58 engine is something very special because the more you rev it, the more powerful it becomes. Normally with turbocharged engines, you get kind of a you lose a little bit of steam at about 6,000 RPMs, but this really revs up to 7,500 RPMs if you really want to push it, and it just sounds absolutely ridiculous. Just listen to that. I mean, the air gets sucked in by this Venturi intake. Listen to that. This is just absolutely crazy. The sound is just ridiculous. A lot of sport cars today. People filming. We are at the Furka Pass, which is very nice. So a lot of sports cars, a lot of people that enjoy beautiful machines. And we have a very competitive car to all the supercars that are here, because we are at around 500 horsepower, man, with an M140i. Okay, so it's not a joke. This is a really fast car, man. And I have some fancy gauges that show me how much power I actually managed to produce, because I can only go into third gear. Really, I only managed to do 420 horsepower and 630 Newton meters of torque. I guess fifth gear, pushing it higher, revving higher and accelerating more, it would be a little bit more. So listen to that. I have to show you the turbo spooling sound. Listen, this is just ridiculous. Okay, so imagine you're at a race start, all right? Somebody's next to you, you're revving 3, 2, 1, and then go, okay? So listen now. I'm pressing the button now. Building up, building up. You know, the first second when you build up the turbocharger, it's really crazy. All right, let me give you a sum up about the performance of this car. So it's not comparable with the BMW M140i, a standard one, all right? So the B58 engine is very nice, but we have so many adjustments, really. MHD is one of my favorite tuners, to be honest, for cars like this, to push them really hard, to make them fast. You know, it's really a brilliant tuner to make a car go really crazy and fast, and anti-lag and all of those beautiful things. You can just upload the software and that's it. But there's so much more to it. I mean, as I said, the intake, the air intake, the downpipes, the exhaust system, then the turbo spooling, the stage 1, stage 2 map, then the suspension, the brakes. Those are the M Performance brakes, which are very good actually on this car. Fantastic whole brakes for mere airflow. Very nice. And you have all the information here on this vent, because they put a screen in. The M Performance steering wheel that shows you when to shift, etc., how much oil temperature you have. It's so crazy. We have a beautiful, very nice going shifter here. So a lot of things have been done to this car to make it be such a berserk. And the interesting thing is, as soon as you close the valves, it's a normal BMW. You can't hear anything, you're cruising along. But then you open them. Let me show you the difference between closed and open valves. Okay, so second gear, I accelerate a little bit. You don't hear no pops and bangs. The sound is nice. It's nice. It's a typical inline 6-cylinder sound, but no pops and bangs. Okay, so When I go into Sport Plus now, have a listen to that. Don't look left and right because the pops are starting. People are looking at the camera. They are pretty mad sometimes. I mean, this is and I really like how this car turns in, man. It has a very nice and stable feel to it, great tires, it goes very sharp around those corners, it feels very nice on the brake. It's actually a brilliant car to drive fast. Even though it has been tuned, the engine turns really high, revs up really high to 7,500 RPMs. The turbo boost is always stable, as I told you before, so I like it, I really do like it. And it's a great, fantastic car. The rev matching works great, turning in very sharply, 255 Michelin Pilot Super Sport at the front. And of course, the acceleration is peak crazy. Very, very beautiful machine to drive, a very brilliant experience. And I really have to tell you, when you tune a car, you should do it exactly that way, because have a listen to that now. Look at that, another tunnel. I'm not sure how good that is for longevity, but I can tell you it's very good for my ears. And that's about everything we can tell you on the BMW M140, which really deserves the M badge. This one especially. M140i, it's a brilliant car to drive. It is very fast. It is, of course, a very expensive build. It looks absolutely ridiculous. It looks insane. And I really fell in love with it. I really like it. And I really like what the car stands for. So, that's about it, my friends. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you want to see the exterior and interior review of the car, make sure to check out our link in the description. And see you in the next one. Goodbye.